One Australian's amazing health turnaround by grounding. G-Day Wayne. Take one moment to think about the earth. Isn't it magnificent? It provides so much. Clean air to breathe, water to drink, soil to grow food, and materials with which to build or fuel machines. Then there are the animals, birds and plants, mountains and valleys. For most of us, it requires just one moment to be still and we can find something to appreciate about the beauty around us. However, what often becomes forgotten is that our connection with the earth goes beyond what we consume or what we see around us, because underneath our feet there is something powerful at work. At 24 years old, Barbara from New South Wales, Australia, had chronic fatigue. After having experienced many life traumas from her childhood and throughout her teenage years, her problems in early adulthood seemed to snowball. From allergies to headaches, body pain to digestive issues, painful periods to mood swings, mental health issues, anxiety, insomnia, sensory processing disorder, and great difficulty focusing, the list of issues was growing and becoming more overwhelming every day. Barbara had to leave a job working with children and was unable to work regularly because of the growing issues in her body. Her first battle plan was to begin a nutritional balancing program which worked to gradually release copper, arsenic, lead, and aluminum from her body. As she started, an initial hair test was taken, which gave her a snapshot of what was happening at a cellular level and information about which heavy metals are excreting from her body. Quarterly hair tests over the next 2 years would show a slow but steady decrease happening in the levels of heavy metals in her body. As her journey progressed, nearly 2 years later, in December 2015, a friend recommended that she consider earthing. So she got earthing sleep products to see if this might help her insomnia. When I first started using the bed set, I slept the best I had in all my life. I slept almost 4 days, night and day, an extreme difference from the typical struggle with insomnia and anxiety around sleep. My body pain, a typical symptom of chronic fatigue, mostly disappeared, except for isolated and intermittent pain in my legs, ankles or neck. Barbara said. Barbara explains that, while many of her immediate physical symptoms were improving, her mental health had begun to worsen. My post-traumatic stress seemed to be affecting me more than ever. I started getting an even foggier head than my normal chronic fatigue fogginess. I couldn't think clearly. My life felt like I was in a dream state and I was having nightmares. While Barbara shared feeling extraordinarily down and suicidal at times, she found that she was able to relax when grounded on her bed. About 2 months after sleeping earthed, in February 2016, Barbara's next hair test was completed. The results were the most dramatic she had since beginning the nutritional balancing program nearly 2 years ago. My copper levels, which had been decreasing, went completely off the chart and my lead levels rose to a scary height. The high levels in excreted metal explained my challenging state of mental health. The nutritionists involved and Barbara herself came to the understanding that as her body was able to go into a state of relaxation and get deep and much-needed rest on the earthing products, her body was then better able to detox. In June 2016, her next hair test came. The reports were astonishing. Her copper levels were normal and the lead was almost completely gone. While she admitted to still having bouts with anxiety, her nutritionists were encouraged because the hair test can be the early indicator of the body making corrections. Improvements in the surrounding symptoms usually follow. At age 26, and just 6 months after earthing for the first time, things are changing dramatically. I feel I am on the way to recovering, and earthing has played an important role alongside other healing modalities, Barbara said. The allergies and digestive problems are not an issue now. I can expect to sleep well most nights. Overall pain is significantly decreased and completely gone from many parts of my body. Headaches are rare, and my periods are regular and less painful. I tell people about earthing as it has helped so much and I am very grateful for my earthing products. Miss Barbara is a perfect example of why all of us at earthink.com are committed to seeing each person reconnected to the earth. One by one, you are sharing your stories and your victories, large and small, on the road to recovery and well-being. We thank each one of you who have taken the time to share, encourage, and inform your family and friends too, because together, we are all the messengers